Pro Stock ladder now. Let's get you set up for what's going to happen here in round number 2, where I can tell you that Mike Edwards will take on Greg Anderson. That, of course, always a big matchup. V Gaines with low of round number 1 to try to keep the defending champion from defending that title.
Then you got Alan Johnson and Ron Krischer. A couple more countdown candidates, Jason Line and Greg Stanfield. Jason will have lane choice in that matchup.
And that kicks us off with Mike Edwards, the Penhall Company's car you see right there. The #1 man in points, the #1 qualifier here this weekend. One tough hombre to keep down. But Greg Anderson is perhaps the guy that rose the bar, that got Mike Edwards to where he is today, because he's a pretty tough customer himself.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, two comparable drivers here. When these drivers are on their game, they're as good as anybody out there. But from time to time, they have slipped a little bit. But Greg Anderson and Mike Edwards both looked very good in the first round. Greg had an 0.14 light. Mike had an 0.20 light. Mike went a 6.62. Greg went a 6.63. But neither of them had the kind of runs that they wanted to, obviously, because V Gaines went a 6.59, and that's the mark you gauge by from the previous round.
Both drivers have won championships, a combined 4. Both drivers have also won the Mac Tools U.S. National, so they know the significance of winning this event.
Oh, Greg gets sideways.
Big time. That means Mike Edwards can stroll down the quarter-mile to the win, and he takes the stripe. 6.62, 208 miles an hour. And just look at the eyes of Greg Anderson. You can see the disappointment.
Well, it's the Mac Tools U.S. Nationals, and anytime you go out, it is, I mean, you hate losing any race, but to lose here, it's just tough. You saw Greg shake the tires and get it sideways and just have to get out of it at that point. Had good react time. Both drivers had good reaction times. But look at Greg. That thing started to make that left turn, and he says, hey, as you go on board with them, you just heard that thing. It just was blowing the tires off. It just hit the rev limiter and got sideways, and that was the end of Greg's day.